Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show.
I'm Carla Marie.
My name is Anthony. First time chat from, who's that? Soapy something 9735. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Looks like we're in Hype Train Level 3. Explain the shot, Carla Marie.
So the 30th is National Oatmeal Cookie Day. So the shooter we have this week is an oatmeal cookie shooter, and it's got butterscotch, schnapps, Irish cream, and cinnamon whiskey.
Oh, is that a Bulbasaur emote? That's awesome.
I don't know what that means.
Bulbasaur is a Pokemon. I can't really see the emotes that well from this distance from the screen.
I have a story.
Okay, go
Do you
for
have
it.
anything else to say?
No, go for it.
Yesterday, I had to go to Target to get some things for our trip to Stagecoach this weekend, and I'm walking back to my car, and I hear screaming in the parking lot, and it's a parking garage, so immediately I'm like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
But it was coming from a car. This girl was on the phone in her car, opening something she just bought at Target, unboxing something. I still don't know what it was, and I don't know if you'll know, but she was like, on the phone, she was saying something like, I can't believe I got this one. And I couldn't understand the name she was saying. And she's like, second time's a charm, like telling her friend. And whatever it was this little dangling thing. And she was hanging it from her mirror in her car, screaming.
Oh, I don't know.
Just nonstop. And I'm like, I truly just want to be like, what are you doing? Because I'm curious.
From Target?
Yeah.
I don't know what collector item type things they sell. I mean, she could have just been excited about something she's very passionate about. It doesn't have to be like a big collector thing that we all love.
If there was like a mini Funko, it was like something like that is what it reminded me of. But I was trying not to like peer into her car. We're right next to each other in the parking lot. Oh, what was she saying? It sounded like Canterbury. Like it was rhyming with like Canterbury or something.
I don't know. Jess from Minnesota said those Disney cuff things.
I don't know what that is, but maybe.
I don't know.
Angela in Spokane. Hey, Carla and Anthony, would be weird if I wore my You Look Great shirt at Stagecoach, so it's easier to find me and have all of us take a photo. Anthony plans on wearing his?
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing. That's basically 2 out of the 3 days I'll just be wearing neon You Look Great shirts, I believe.
You have the yellow and what else?
I have yellow, green, and black. They're all cut-off shirts that I wear to the gym. Oh, so they're selling Disney, like, charm things at
Target? I have heard her say? It sounds.
Lisa, thank you very much for the 3 gifted subs. That's 5 for the day. Appreciate that. Jen, 3 for the... Oh, no. 6 for the day. No, 5 for the day for both of them.
Do you guys have a twin competition going on?
Well, I think one of them is in the lead. And I can check that, I think, in a little bit.
So whoever is in the lead by the time your birthday hits is the champion.
Wow, Fred the Mailman is a huge Pokemon fan. You see all those Pokemon emotes he's got?
He said no idea why I have so many Pokemon emotes.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably can't see it because the chat is not currently up on the screen. But Fred the Mailman has what looks like at least a dozen different Pokemon emotes.
I mean, you got to catch
I
them
see
all.
a Ghastly. I see Charizard, Pikachu, obviously. Who else do I see? There's a Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaurus? No, what's the Blastoise? Is Bulbasaur's most evolved form, I believe.
Okay.
Right, Blastoise? Someone correct me in the chat. And it looks like we got through Hype Train Level 4 at least at the moment. Yeah, Level 4 is complete. Life is a hike. Thank you for pushing us over the edge with that, along with Amaran90 and Sarah from Fort Lauderdale. I was talking to someone. Oh, it was an Uber driver in Detroit, right? So I was with my family. We were going from Clawson, Michigan to Royal Oak to meet the rest of my family. And we get in this car with a random Uber driver, tall, skinny dude. And right away, he's like giving the car in front of him an attitude, right? And he's like, oh, my God, just go into the corner so I can get around you. And I was in the front seat, and I looked over. He's like, sorry, I'm from New Jersey. And I was like, oh, me too. And he was like, yeah, no one here knows how to drive, blah, blah, blah. So we start talking about why he's in Detroit as opposed to New Jersey. He's like, yeah, my partner and I, we were in Lauderdale. He kept calling it Lauderdale, which I believe, because he kept talking about how great the weather was, which...
I would assume isn't Michigan.
Is there another Lauderdale somewhere in Florida?
No.
Or is that what people from...
But was he saying Florida, or was he just saying Lauderdale?
Lauderdale.
So it could be any other
Yeah,
state.
but he was saying he hated Michigan.
Oh, okay. It's got to be Fort Lauderdale.
And it's got to be, the way he was talking about it, it sounded a lot like Fort Lauderdale. I just don't know if that's how, like, locals talk about it, or if there's another Lauderdale somewhere. So, Florida people, please let me know. Dave C., thank you very much for pushing us over the edge. and getting us to Hype Trend level 5. We appreciate that.
Sarah from Fort Lauderdale said no, he was just trying to be cool.
Oh, is that like what people do? Have I been?
No, she said it's not a thing.
Oh, it's not a thing. Okay, thank God. Because I thought I was being like a big, whoa, bless you. Again.
I just have to make sure I don't throw out my back every time I sneeze.
Wow, so, bless you again. Is that a handkerchief? Oh, just tissue. Scotty and Lenny all have the same Pokemon emotes. I didn't know we had so many grown men who love Pokemon. Are they? Do we have them?
Stop talking about Pokemon.
I love talking about Pokemon. I don't have them.
Oh my God. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, wait, maybe I do.
Woof.
I don't think we have any Pokemotes.
Okay, this is riveting. What is happening?
Are you trying to sneeze again?
Yeah. I'm gonna sneeze.
So you're worried about me talking about Pokemon. And you're like, oh, this is riveting. Meanwhile, you're sneezing for 3 minutes.
It's relatable because haven't you seen everyone all over the country complaining about their allergies? Apparently, it has to do with...
Yeah, a bunch of little bitches. Just deal with it. Blow your nose and move on.
Apparently, it has to do with climate change. I didn't read that article, though.
That's what I told you, and it's something about how there are more male trees now than female trees in most city spaces.
Oh, I didn't know that. I literally got an article pop up like 2 days ago that was like, are your allergies bad? Blame climate change.
Yeah, Pokemon is relatable. Carla Marie. You're just not an evolved version of a Pokemon, and you're mad about that.
Ugh.
Okay, everyone's got these Pokemon emotes. All right, we're going to move on. Carla Marie, people put the shot glass emote in there, so we've got to take our shot.
Oh, we did it?
Yeah, we got there. Martha said, I'd like the Pokemon talk to stop only because her kids keep coming in to see us talk about Pokemon.
Hi, guys.
I do need to start playing again.
Stop. Do you even know where your thing is?
Yeah, it's right there. It's literally right. I can see
There's one in the nightstand in my room.
Oh, there's another one there too.
Okay,
yeah.
We're done.
Well, I've got 3 Game Boys.
Okay.
And I've got 3 versions of fake Pokemon. Because getting the originals, I have an original from my brother. He sent me the original yellow, which is where Pikachu like follows you around. I don't know.
Okay, can you move that?
Oh yeah. So I've got the original yellow and a fake yellow. And then I've got the original green. And then I have a cartridge that has, not original green, fake green. And then I have a cartridge that has like all of the games on one. So that's what I normally play. I'm going to take it to Stagecoach. I think all the festival kids would love to see me play.
They're not going to be festival kids at a country festival. I was asking Erica about that because Erica Shea will be with us this weekend.
She's a pro.
She's gone to Stagecoach. This will be her 6th time. And she's like, it's a more laid-back crowd. It is a slightly bit older than Coachella. She said it's not going to be as old as we think, but that you can drink everywhere and that the festival grounds are smaller than Coachella. So there's like...
Oh, I thought it was the same exact.
They just like close it in a little bit.
Well, I am very excited. I was actually talking to my cousin Michelle, who we are going to be doing Thursday's show from her apartment. And she was asking me all the questions, and I was trying my best to answer, but...
We don't know.
Yeah. Look at all those shot glasses in the chat.
I was telling Erica how only time I've gone to Coachella, I was only there at night. Like, we didn't go in time for day. She's like, oh, no, like, Stagecoach, just the crowd gets there earlier because they do put some of the better acts on earlier, and it's country. So, plus the fact that you can drink everywhere and not be stuck in one spot.
Yeah. I also saw they have a tent that's basically just like country DJs.
Yes.
That looks pretty fun.
Also, so I forget who I was talking to like a week and a half ago, and I mentioned I was going to Stagecoach, and they were like, oh, I've heard people just have sex all over the place. And I was like...
That sounds fun.
Well, then I was like, I think they mean Burning Man. There's
What,
no
did
way
you
they
like
meant
look into it?
Well, I asked Erica. She's like, no, I've never seen that. She said, but I did make out with a bunch of strangers once.
It happens.
Well, Erica, I blew up your spot.
There was one time I was at, I think it was Bamboozle. Yeah, it was Bamboozle, and I had crowd surfed for the first time. It was during Rise Against. I crowd surfed. I got all the way to the front in the Meadowlands parking lot. And I was at this time probably 27, okay? I got all the way to the front, and there was a girl who was crowd surfing kind of around the same time. I keep in mind I was also there with a girlfriend, but we crowd surfed at the same time, got to like security. They, pick us up, tell us to get out of the side area. And she's like, oh my God, that was so fun. And I was like, yeah, that was awesome. She just turned around and goes, do you want to make out? And I was so thrown off guard, but thankfully, A, I had a girlfriend. B, at first glance, she seemed way younger than me. And I was like, no, I'm going to pass on that, but I appreciate the offer, I guess. And just like beelined it out of there.
Yeah, people at festivals, there are no rules.
Yeah.
All like social rules of like, oh, I don't want to talk to them in the bar. I'm so nervous. Like, gone out the window.
It's usually because everyone's pretty messed up.
No, I think people are like high on life a little bit.
There's that too.
I'm excited. I haven't been to a festival in
also
3 years.
At those festivals like Bamboozle, Warped Tour, I think everyone's also probably suffering from like mild heat exhaustion.
Yes.
And you're literally delirious.
Yes. Cheers to that.
Let me put this screen up. All right. Thank you to everyone who supported and got us through Hype Train Level 5. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Carla Marie.
Cheers to the oatmeal cookie.
And to Seattle Cocktail Club. Do we know if, woo, that is so good. Do we know if the link is where it's supposed to be?
The link came up.
Is it there?
No.
Uh-oh.
I
think we need to send
need to fire Seattle Cocktail Club again.
I don't know if we can fire them because we're not really paying them for anything. Are we?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Seattle Cocktail Club said, I went drinking with the team yesterday. Sorry. Well, you know what?
What the heck?
It's very appropriate, though, because that's what I feel like your team is supposed to do.
But we weren't invited.
We're not part of the team. Carla Marie. Also, yesterday was such a, oh, my. Can everyone hear the snot coming out of Carla Marie's nose over there? You know you're not off camera, by the way. You're just picking your nose there on camera.
I don't care. Like this side of my face feels like it's just running water.
Well, yesterday, because we're trying to get all of our games recorded for this week, obviously, because we're traveling, and next week, because we'd like to not record the games with our voices completely gone after Stagecoach. So I was on the phone or on a Zoom with one of the people that we're going to have on next week. And I think I have edited like over 200 song clips in total for the games in 4 days.
It's crazy.
I've edited 200 clips.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild. Maybe more. But it's been a lot of fun to get them. And we have a lot of really fun games and things planned because we're trying to make sure we're planning ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great stuff that's going to be on the show as long as someone posts it.
Okay. I don't blame you when you do things like that.
No, it's all good. Let's see.
I don't publicly shame you when you don't edit out my mistakes.
No, because I do it myself.
Huh?
I usually mention it myself, and I say, oh, that was my bad. Anyway.
You know, for the record, I was fine this morning until I sat in the seat.
Are you allergic to me? Also, a question for you before we get into everything on the list, Carla Marie. When are we getting rid of that big teddy bear or whatever? What's spongy thing? What's it called?
Squishmallow. Hannah and I are going to hang out next month.
Oh, okay. That's going to be here for a month?
Next month is Monday.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Shout out to, not know why I said shout out. Who just asked about the recipe? The recipe's not in the link on Help Me. I want to make it later. Miss T, he said. I can't even give you the recipe because I only have it as
Yeah, they dummy proof the recipe for us, which is very nice.
It will be live soon. Just stand by. No, this isn't ours. I bought it for my friend Hannah, who asked me to pick it up for her. She already paid me for it.
How much was it?
30-something bucks.
Ooh, for that thing? Did you upcharge her at all? How much did you buy it for?
She paid me for tax too.
How much did you buy it for?
I don't remember. You were there.
So you made zero profit off of it?
Yes.
Even though you're doing the storage, the delivery?
No, she's picking it up. They have it in Target. To have them, Squishmallows in Target, I took a picture. They have a little shark, and look at that it's a little cocktail.
So you got to get one for Seattle Cocktail Club. Now, moving on to our list. Carla Marie had me put I Hear Dead People, We've got Cat in the Closet and soft launching relationships all on the schedule today. Thank you for letting us get to Hype Train day 17. 17 days in a row. So, Carla Marie, I hear dead people. That's on you. What do we got?
So, on Thursday at 1:50 p.m., so in the afternoon, our time, I got a missed call from someone named Francis Holland in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, on iPhone now, it used to, if someone calls you that you don't know, it just shows the number. Now it shows like full caller ID.
That's what Android has as well.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It says their name, and I'm like, what? So I Google this person. I type in Francis Holland, and then automatically an obituary for Albuquerque, New Mexico comes up, and I'm like, the fuck? And then on Thursday at 3:16 p.m., so less than 2 hours later, I get a missed call from Charles Heiser in Payton City, West Virginia. Google him. Obituary for West Virginia without even typing where he's from.
Oh, wow.
So back-to-back missed calls from 2 dead people. I didn't call them back.
Oh, so you didn't pick up for either of them?
No, I don't.
Well, you've got next weird number that calls you have to pick up.
No, because what if it's like the ring and then I die?
You're not going to. I don't think so.
But how weird is that? So
I can't promise you won't, but.
And I think it was Frances. I think she died in like 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, at what point do they like then use your, I think there's like a law when they can use your phone number again or something, like a rule.
Yeah, I don't know what the statute of limitations is for like your phone number and how long you have it for. I do know that my friend one time, so he lost his brother when we were seniors in high school. He had an older brother who passed away from cancer. And years later, he got a random call from that same number, and it was the next person who had purchased that cell phone line. And they mistakenly called.
That's a sign. Like that.
My friend. It was nuts.
That were their numbers similar? Maybe. Oh, wouldn't. Why would you be calling your own number?
Yeah, no, it was. I'm sure they were somewhat similar.
Truly, I believe like something like that. 100% a sign.
Yeah. Do you have Francis or what's the other person?
Charles.
Do you have their numbers? Can you reach out to them?
Yeah, but I'm not calling them.
Why not?
Because I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Let's see if they died the same way. Does it tell you on the internet how people die?
Why do you think that's how? You're going to die if they both died that way? Like they're trying to tell you, stay away from Stagecoach. That's where I died.
I wouldn't go. But how weird is that?
Yeah, at some point, I mean, they've got to reuse numbers for dead people. Otherwise, there'd be like no numbers left.
Francis Holland.
Much like after 99 years, they can dig your body up and throw you away and give your plot of land to someone else.
I feel like 99 years is not a long time.
I think it is. I think 99 years after I died, no one's going to care.
I'm sorry. Frances only died in 2017.
Okay. How?
Oh, this is her whole obituary.
Okay.
Frances was born on July 2nd, 1943, and passed away on Wednesday, May 17th.
Nice long life.
Oh, my God. I thought May 17th was the day she called me. I just almost threw up. 2017. Frances was a resident of New Mexico at the time of passing. Someone better write a better obituary for me. That's it.
That's it? That's the whole thing? It's not like she's survived by or he is survived by so-and-so after a courageous battle with a tiger.
Nothing. Like, that's so sad.
What about Charlie?
Charles Heiser?
Yeah.
No, wait. Charles Hall. So he died, I believe, in 2019. I'm getting them.
Ooh, Created by Cooper said when they dig up bodies, the hair and nails continue to grow. I believe that. For at least a little bit.
Wait.
She's survived by her Verizon account. Seattle Cocktail Club for the win.
Okay, Charles Heiser.
Yes.
Okay, so Charles Lee Heiser. So I guess people called him Lee.
Okay.
It's loading.
Or is a big fan of Robert E. Lee.
He died Wednesday, April 1st. Okay, he didn't call me then.
Okay.
At Wheeling Medical Park. I've been to Wheeling, West Virginia. He was born April 3rd, so he was 2 days short of his birthday when he died.
Was it a cool birthday, though?
Oh, my God, yeah. 2009?
To when?
No, it would have been, he was 7.
Not a cool birthday.
Son of blah, blah, blah. He was a retired electrician after 33 years, member of the Union Local 5760 Retirees Club. Loved to travel abroad, served our country in the Army Reserve, a minister of Eucharist, a member of Mater Dolorosa Catholic Church. In addition to his parents, he was preceded in death by his son.
Oh, that sucks.
That means he died first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chucky, his sister and brother. Surviving are his wife of 50 years, 4 sons, and his wife. How many wives? Wait. Surviving are his wife of 50 years, Veronica Blatt.
Yeah.
4 sons, Timothy Hazer. Oh, and the son's wife. I was very confused. A lot of sons.
Yeah, 5 sons. Back in the medieval days, they'd say that he has a good seed.
11 grandchildren, and 6 step-grandchildren, and 3 step-great-grandchildren.
Okay, do we know how he died, though?
No.
That's a more appropriate obituary, though. But I think now what we've learned is we should tell people in obituaries how the person died.
I don't think that's necessary.
I think we should. Like, took on car, lost. You know, things like that. Make it fun.
Okay.
No?
Do you think someone's going to be on, like, some cool, like, Twitch service? Not Twitch, but, like, Twitch of the future reading our obituaries one day?
I hope not. But who knows?
Well, I don't know. I kind of want to, like, reach out to his kids. Oh, my God. I got to blow my nose. Oh,
You want to reach out to his kids and say what?
Oh, God.
What are you doing?
I got to sneeze, but there's so much in there it's going to come out. Woo! What is happening? I took medicine yesterday.
And those are the pearly white gates right there behind me. That's interesting. Mama Sarah said, I agree. My grandpa wrote his own, and his cause of death was included. I'm assuming then, Mama Sarah, that your grandpa was sick in some way or had some sort of thing where he knew it was on the way, because otherwise how would he write his own and put the reason? You're going to write yours now?
Let's next week after Stagecoach. So don't die before then.
I bet you the morning after Stagecoach, I'm going to want to write my own obituary.
We'll write ours. We'll have to read them. So anyway.
So what?
Do these people, like, how did I get back-to-back calls from dead people who were in different states? Like, are they hanging out in heaven like, let's prank call her?
They could be.
Or hell, who knows?
There's probably not a lot going on. You know?
So weird.
Yeah, I think that's actually pretty cool. So Mama Sarah, when you left, she said her grandfather wrote his own obituary, and he wrote the cause of death in there.
Mm.
Which I think it should be in there. It's kind of helpful. I also, I know there are people
it stops the rumors, too.
Who will literally grab a newspaper and the first place they go is to the obituaries. It's weird. People like reading obituaries. It's a thing. And listen, if that floats your boat, go for it. You're not hurting anyone.
All right. I'm going to
reading what's in there. What would you put in yours?
Well, I'm going to have to think about this next week. Oh, my God. Survived by her 4 cats.
Okay. Maybe. You might not be.
Well, if I'm
you might be preceded.
I'm writing it for now.
Oh, like if you died tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her student loan debt.
She leaves behind 4 cats and a ton of debt.
$50,000 in student loan debt.
I'd write, "Here lies Anthony," something like that.
It's not a tombstone.
Oh yeah, it's not a tombstone. So I'd write, Anthony lost his battle with carrying around the weight of his unbelievable penis for so long. It was really dragging him down. I don't know. That's how I really think that's how obituaries should be rated. I think you should make people laugh on your way out.
Of course you should, but some people aren't funny and don't think death is funny, which
I don't think
death is funny. But
I don't think death is funny. I think once it happens, though, you just got to be like, let's at least celebrate this person in some way instead of just being sad all the time.
I feel like lately I've been thinking about it more and starting to get I've never been scared of dying, but lately I've been like, oh man, getting old is gonna suck because if I'm only in my 30s and things hurt and I hate the way things feel now, what is gonna happen?
I'll be honest with you. I am actually I'm more fearful of getting very old, and not just the age, not being able to care for myself properly, than I am of actual death. And I know maybe that sounds stupid.
No.
I don't know. But I sometimes see older people who are like struggling with everything when they're out in the world. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know.
Shanna FC said you made me choke on my water.
Hey, listen, it's a burden that only some of us have to bear.
Stop.
All right, moving on from I hear dead people and Carla Marie's calls from dead people while she blows her nose slightly off screen, not fully. Cat in the closet. Cats in the closet and the silver spoon.
Also not a new Dr. Seuss book.
Carla Marie's got 4 cats and stares at the moon.
I mean, I do.
When you coming home, probably after Stagecoach.
Noon would have been here.
We'll be together then, cats.
Okay.
We're gonna have a good time then, cats.
Is this from
Do you know the
The
song?
Office?
No.
Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sings it in The Office.
He does?
Andy.
Why?
I don't know. He sings all the time.
So I was also Scotty. I was gonna do a Cats in the Closet, like an R. Kelly spoof of I got the cats in the closet. You know, the Locked in the Closet thing
Yeah,
that he had like 12 episodes of.
I don't.
But I decided I'd rather go with Cat Stevens than R. Kelly for, cancel culture reasons and
Okay.
things. Would you like to explain what you did, Carla Marie?
No, I did?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse?
Absolutely. I'm waiting.
Well, I'll tell the story and then we'll decide who's at fault here. So it's like 11:30 p.m. and I'm in bed and I hear like screaming and I think it's John because it sounds like John and he's downstairs playing, but I'm like in and out of it and I'm like, well, Anthony's awake, so he'll deal with it if he needs help or whatever. And then all of a sudden I hear Anthony go, "Oh no, you've been in there the whole time." And I like shoot up out of bed and I'm like, "What happened?"
So let me explain my side of it then. So we recorded what we had to record for today's My Day Friday podcast. The morning show podcast. And I decided instead of editing it right away, I'd go to the gym because I was running out of time to go.
What time?
At 9 o'clock. I got back around 11 and sat down right here to edit everything, put it all together, and get it uploaded. And I keep hearing this cat yelling. And I assumed it was Caroline.
Did you have your headphones on?
I did. So it was kind of muffled. And every time I would hear it, I'd be like, oh, I don't know where they are. And sometimes if I'm editing, Max will stand right outside that door. And she'll wait for me to open the door and she'll yell until I do.
Yeah.
So I opened the door, didn't see any cats. I was like, man, that sounded a lot closer than downstairs, but maybe they're like right under me or something.
But it's crazy that you had this door closed because I heard it.
Mm-hmm. So I continue working. I still have headphones on, but between editing, if there's no audio coming through, I'm still hearing this yelling. And I'm like, all right, Caroline has to be downstairs playing with like a fake mouse or something. And it keeps happening. And I looked over and I said, I wonder, I've only not seen one cat, right? I've seen all the other ones. I wonder if Caroline's actually in the closet because she was the only one I hadn't seen. So I opened it and she was sitting in my laundry basket, just staring up at me. And I realized that door had been closed
For 2 hours.
for at least 2 hours. Yeah, most likely 3. She was just sitting in there. And I guess when I sat here, she knew that she could like sense that someone was out here.
I will say she does like going into the closet and hiding
yeah.
on her own. So for the first hour and a half, she was probably fine. Well, I mean, she didn't make a noise till 11-ish. So she was fine.
Yeah, the first couple, first half hour I was here, there was no noise.
But I should have noticed that because when I was hanging out in my room before bed, she's normally the one that's there. But Erica and John were there. But Max wasn't there. So I was like, oh, they must be together somewhere. But I'll tell you what I do all the time. If I don't see one of the cats, I'm on a hunt. Always. So it's very weird that I wasn't on the hunt for her.
Which is why I blame you.
And I also brought up the garbage last night. So if I would have
brought up?
I
out
took
to
the
front?
garbage out to the front. But if I couldn't find her, I would have been searching the neighborhoods before that closet.
Yeah, so I eventually I opened it up and she jumped out of my laundry basket and I picked her up and I was like, oh, I did not know you were in there this whole time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was a bit traumatized, but she was like clinging to us.
Let's see. True crime banter.
Hi, guys.
Said at my old apartment, one of my cats snuck into the towel closet, literally only deep enough to store rolled up towels, and was trapped in there for 15 hours. And I don't think if you have cats, if you don't have cats, you might be like, oh my God, how do you not notice? That's so mean, whatever.
Stealth.
if you do have cats, you have locked them somewhere at some point for an extended period of time. There's no way.
The cupboard cabinets, like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Max.
Oh, I found a cat in a pot one time when you were gone. And I didn't know where they were.
Well, dogs often have collars on at home, and you hear the jingle. Cats don't because they are too busy flying around the house and can get caught.
Dogs are much louder, and they'll let you know things much sooner. Because a cat will sit there and be miserable for a long time in silence.
Yeah, I've locked John in the bathroom before. Because plus, also, he looks like the mat. If I'm half asleep.
Yeah.
He looks like the dark mat on the floor.
There's also the time where this was actually scary because we thought we lost 2 foster kittens.
You never told the story?
I don't know.
The 2 were Erica and Ricky.
It was Erica and Ricky, so they're the 2 girls in the litter of 2 girls and 2 boys. And when you get a foster kitten, especially when they're really, really small, they tell you for the first couple days, leave them in one room, preferably a bathroom, so if they make a mess, you can clean it.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So we were doing that.
In the tiny bathroom downstairs.
We both left for a little bit. I went to the gym. Carla Marie went somewhere else. So I got back before Carla Marie did. And didn't open the door or anything. I just left the cats where they were supposed to be. So Carla Marie came back, opened the door, and right away she was like, where are Ricky and Erica? And keep in mind, these cats are like this big at the moment. Not in there at all. So we checked behind the toilet because like maybe they got into like where the pipe meets the wall. We checked to see if they somehow scratched through a window. We were outside at one point.
We're like, where did they go? And I don't know if I heard movement or what. I opened the drawer there's a drawer in my bathroom downstairs. Nothing. But there's another top drawer that's like this wide. And I open it. And the 2 of them are just laying in the top drawer. They got into a part that I had closed off with cardboard. They got in through the cardboard, so I didn't even notice that it was moved, and got into the top drawer, and we're just laying in there.
And there is, like True Crime Banter said earlier, not really a lot of space. It's really enough room for like, I don't know, a couple spare toothpaste tubes. If you want to keep them up there. Like, it's...
Right? They were in there, or they were in the middle one?
No, there's a bottom and there's
sorry,
top.
were they in the bottom or the top?
Top.
Now that I think about it.
Top. 100%, because I checked the bottom one originally. Yeah. And they were in there. I once had a foster mama hide her kittens in the wall. She opened the vanity drawer, and there was a
hole.
A hole. Wow, that's great. Yeah, where the pipes are. That's the scary thing about bathrooms is because a lot of those pipes have like a bigger opening around them.
Jordan said, I was house sitting for a friend who knew she had 2 cats, and the black one always hides. After 2.5 days, I heard this banging coming from her son's room, and I legit thought someone broke in, grabbed a knife, and opened the door, and there was the cat. I felt so bad.
Listen, cats are creepy.
Oh, my God. Sarah from Fort Lauderdale. My cat once crawled into my couch, and I spent days looking for him. I put up signs outside thinking he was lost, and he just comes out of there like no big deal. Caroline,
like in the bottom part where the springs are?
Remember she dug the hole underneath the one couch? So now I cut the fabric out, but they do that. They dig little holes in the fabric underneath the couch and go into it.
It's wild. So that was Caroline's evening yesterday. She spent a solid 2.5, probably 3.5 hours in that closet. It seemed like she was comfortable, though, because she likes laying in the laundry hamper. In my closet specifically, she'll come into there, and she'll be like, rah, 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 yelling at me, like, and I know what to do. I pick her up, and there's a shelf, and she likes to go under my clothes, but she can't really jump into there because the clothes, but I have a blanket in there for her, and it's her secret hideaway spot. It used to be away from Max, because Max is very clingy, and Caroline needs her space sometimes, but now it's away from everybody. Next thing on the list, so we got the hype train out of the way, talked about your calls from... phone numbers of dead people. Got the cat in the closet out of the way. Soft launching your relationship. So this is a newer-ish trend. I'd say it took off in the last year to 6 months. Mm-hmm. I have seen people that I know personally do this. So it's one of my least favorite trends. Okay. I saw this article and I was like, oh, wow, so this is an actual thing. We're naming this now. Oh, sorry. Angela in Spokane said, I hope you gave Caroline extra cuddles. I did. You gave her treats, right? Treats and cuddles. And yeah, okay. So I had seen people doing this, but I didn't know it was a thing. And the whole point of soft launching a relationship is, one,
we live in a world with social media where everyone knows if you're with someone and then everyone knows if you break up with someone. And it's like embarrassing to live through publicly. So what people are doing are slowly like introducing a relationship.
See, I disagree. I don't think breaking up is embarrassing. Like whether you do it on social media or whatever, I think it's breaking up. It's what people do. I don't know why people make it a big deal.
Okay, so it may not be embarrassing in that, like, you and I aren't like, oh, did they break up? But to that person, they feel embarrassed.
That's fair.
Even though they have no reason to.
Yeah.
So the whole point of a soft launch is you'll see people, like, on their Instagram story, right? You'll see that they're at lunch or brunch or dinner with someone.
Fancy dinner.
Or a fancy dinner. And you see, like, 2 drinks. And you're like, oh, who are they with? And then you'll see, like, someone else took their photo and it's like clearly like it's not one of their best friends, it's just the way the photo is, whatever. And then there's like they use the example of like Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. It was just their hands, but like we all knew it was Travis Barker because it was loaded in the tattoos.
It's teasing that you are in a relationship but not showing who the relationship is with. Our friend Alex did this. Our friend Alex from LA, and it was very public. I mean, I'm sure it's not a secret considering it was on social media. It's basically you first mention that you're in a relationship, then you start posting those pictures, right?
Yeah.
So everyone knows, like, oh, this person's taken or committed or whatever, and then you finally have, like, the big reveal, right?
Right. And so in this article, it says you don't need to wait until you're deep into the relationship to share it on Instagram, but you should. The start of a relationship is fragile. It's not meant for the internet. And that I completely agree with. Like, the second you start dating someone, they don't need to be all over your social media.
But I also don't think you need to ever make an announcement. That's the difference with me, right? And yes, I understand that our thing was different, but that's a whole different situation. I think, like, even our friend intern John from DC just announced that he has a new girlfriend. And good for them. Listen, you do whatever you want in your relationship. I think I am just of the belief that you can just be in a relationship and people can put 2 and 2 together down the road. You don't have to tell everyone, hey, this is now official. And I think the whole idea of Facebook relationship statuses.
No, I think, but
change that.
You can't compare people in the public eye.
That's
whether
true.
Whether you're on the radio or Kourtney Kardashian.
Yes, that's true.
You can't this isn't about people like us who have shared our entire, like John, who has shared every part of his entire life.
And Alex.
On social media forever, and then like that's introducing someone into that is a whole nother
You're
thing.
Absolutely right.
But
I'm just saying I'm using the people that I know who have done announcements like that.
I've seen people that are who have private Instagram accounts do it.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this is to slowly introduce them and not just be like, here's the love of my life. Yeah. And then it's
So what do you think makes more sense? If you're someone who thinks that there should be a formal announcement, right? Would you just throw it on the internet and say, hey, this is the relationship I'm in or whatever, a picture with some heart emojis? Or would you be a soft launch person?
A soft launch, but this also brings up a great point. The point of a soft launch isn't to let the person you're with know how you feel. That should be a private conversation.
Of course, yeah.
Instead, including them in your Instagram should just be to accurately reflect your life. So it's not like, hey, everyone, I'm not like writing a letter to you. Mm-hmm. It's, you should know how I feel. It's just like, here we are at a concert. Like, that's the point of you putting a new significant other on your social media.
You know what is crazy, though? And I've said it for years, and there's actual, studies now that have confirmed it. Generally speaking, if someone in the relationship needs the other person to post about them or feels it necessary to post how much they love their person on social media, generally speaking, those relationships are towards the end of their life cycle. And an ex-girlfriend of mine, so we had broken up, and we were both kind of dating new people, but also still texting each other and meeting up and stuff like that. And I remember I can't remember if she posted about the new guy or the new guy posted about her, and we got into an argument about it, obviously, because we were still also flirting and whatnot. And her whole thing was I know I didn't want him to do that. It's just he's the type of person that needs his people to post about him or post that they like him or whatever. And I just thought to myself, like, that's such a weird trait. To be like, oh, I need everyone that I'm somewhat romantically involved with to post about how important I am or how special I am or whatever. It's kind of weird.
Are you subtly throwing digs at me?
No.
Because for almost 2 months now,
Mm-hmm.
what have I been saying to you?
Oh, I haven't. Well, okay. I haven't posted about your birthday, which was March 5th. I think what I'll do, because 5-5 is a nicer number than 3-5.
Shut up.
I think on March 5th.
Stop
so
it.
It's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
May 5th.
May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
I got to share my birthday with Cinco de Mayo.
I'll put a little sombrero on you. It'll be phenomenal.
I think that's probably offensive.
I don't know. It's Cinco de Mayo.
On my, it was like around my birthday, and I was joking with Anthony. I was like, "So you can do a birthday post?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow." And then he kept doing that. So then it became a joke when I was like, "Hey, have you not posted about my birthday because you hate me?" Like it was ongoing. Then he's like, "I'm gonna do it on April 5th, a 1 month anniversary of your birthday." I was like, "Okay." So then I forget. April 5th comes and goes, and I was like, "That son of a bitch." And I was like, "Excuse me, you forgot to post my birthday." And he was like, "It's not." Oh no. And so it's been a running joke. So now he says May 5th.
Let's see. H. Bickle said May 5th is their birthday, so I will 100% post for H. Bickle's birthday.
I was going to say we need to... Oh, are we going to do margarita shooters next week? Okay.
You got to talk to Seattle Cocktail Club.
Well, I was thinking that we should go out on Cinco de Mayo to actually, like, go out on Cinco de Mayo, and we can make it a new birthday celebration for me because you owe me.
No, I'm not going to let you do that, because then what you're going to do the year after is I'm going to have to celebrate your birthday on your birthday, and then you'll be like, well, last year we celebrated on Cinco de Mayo, so every year from now on we have to celebrate it on Cinco de Mayo, and then you're going to get 2 birthday celebrations 2 months apart.
Okay, well,
that ain't happening,
we're
girl.
Celebrating my birthday next Thursday.
I can post for your half birthday. That's right around the corner.
It's in 4 months.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
September. Don't make September that close. We didn't even get to summer.
Let's see, what else?
So, you know what? Summer's too short. This is stupid.
Depends on where you live. In Florida, summer's pretty long. Winter's super short. Let's see. It's our birthday season, says Audi Swan. Got a couple
it's not
May
even
birthdays in
Pisces
here.
season anymore.
So? Pisces are the fish, right? You're a fish?
Yes.
Okay. So what season are we in now? Who's after the fish?
Aries? No, are we out of Aries already?
You got
Are
me.
we in Aquarius?
I only know mine. I know I'm the very
Taurus.
beginning
We're
of...
in Taurus already?
I thought Taurus... Oh, no, Leo is August. So I guess I know more than one. Yeah, I only know mine. I know that I am the start of Cancer season. And I guess Gemini is right before me because...
Which makes so much sense.
Greg T. and Elizabeth are both Gemini from Elvis's show.
You truly are. You truly are a Gemini Cancer, and your mom and I were having this conversation.
That's great. What does that mean?
Well, we're talking about how you're a Cancer, and Cancers are stubborn, but a hard shell and soft inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Gemini is like 2 personalities.
Yes.
Also you.
Okay. So what you're saying is these things actually mean nothing because I can be 2 at the same time.
What?
Horoscopes, you're saying, are dumb because you can be 2 at the same time.
And you were born early, so maybe you were supposed to be like a true Cancer.
Yes. No, actually, I shouldn't have been a Cancer at all because I was 5 weeks early.
What?
Right? So
No, if you were you in the beginning of Cancer?
I was the beginning.
Right.
But I think by the time I was, like, my due date would have been after a Cancer, which is what?
You were supposed to be born end of July?
Middle of July.
My sister is
When do
also
these
a
things
Cancer.
start and end?
It's not monthly. It's like...
I thought it was about a month, right?
Yeah, but it's not
Because
like...
are there 12 of them?
It's not like the 1st to the 30th.
So how do you fit 12? How do you fit 12 that are longer than a month? No. How do you fit 12?
You're not listening to me. They don't start on the 1st.
I understand that. Okay. I started on the 23rd, right? Or my birthday is the 23rd. Cancer starts on the 22nd. When is Cancer over?
Probably July 22nd.
Okay, which means I was 5 weeks early, and I would have been born after July 22nd. Are you understanding that part of it?
Now I am. But that's not true because I think Cancer goes through.
So Drown Your Out said I would be a Leo.
Yes. My sister I thought was a Cancer.
So it goes Cancer to Leo? Yeah, see, okay. My cousin, Michelle, said Cancer is June 22nd, because she's also a Cancer, to July 21st.
So then you would have been a Leo. But you weren't born then. It's not when you were supposed to be born.
But you tried to drop that. You were the one that tried to, oh, well, you were 5 weeks early, so that'll be years.
I wonder what life would have been like if you were not.
No, that's not what you said.
If you were not a stubborn crab.
That's not what you said.
It's not bubble.
Let's see.
Ugh.
I don't know what's going on here.
Whoa, Jen and Lisa were born super early. Oh my God, we announced our relationships on your birthday. Our relationship. What? We have one. Jen and Lisa.
Oh, I thought you meant on mine. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what we have here. You see I put all that as one word? Did you hear that? I said, let's see her. What I meant to say, let's see what we have here. Michelle, Carla Marie has a question for you regarding the shots that we have to take when we are in L.A. and their theme. Go for it, Carla Marie.
Oh, can you make us oatmeal cookies?
Because?
We're going to bring oatmeal shooters. Oatmeal cookie shooters.
Are we going to have enough for Michelle? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Leos are extroverted drama queens,
so
says
who's
Drowning
Leo?
Rabbit.
My nieces and Elvis. No, my nieces aren't Leo.
So, since I was supposed to be a Leo, do I have some of those traits as well? Like, I don't think I'm a drama queen. I don't think that counts at all.
You are a Cancer Gemini to a T.
So how so? How so? So you said that Cancers are, what, hard shell to crack but soft on the inside, much like an actual crab. And then Geminis are two-headed?
Yeah, hold on. Cancer zodiac sign. Oh, no, that's Cancer is the disease. Hold on.
Okay. I always thought that was a weird double up on a word.
Cancer is ruled by the moon, the celestial body that represents comfort, self-care, and maternal energies.
Ooh, is that why I'm a night person?
Cancers tend to be domestically oriented.
What does that mean?
You clean. They love to create cozy, safe spaces that serve as their personal sanctuaries and spend lots of time in them.
I don't know if I do that. I did this out of necessity. Like, look at when you looked at my apartment, right? My apartment was not a cozy place. It was the most bare place possible.
True. Cancers have a reputation for being hyper-emotional, temperamental, and spiteful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big time. Big time spiteful here. What else we got? Hit me with it, sister.
Cancers, in addition to being devoted,
are
extremely fond of their loved ones, often to an unhealthy degree.
That's fair.
I wouldn't say unhealthy. They place a high value on family and close friends and will go to great lengths to defend them no matter the price.
Michelle was asking if we want shots or cookies. We're bringing the shots. We need the cookies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's okay for me. But I feel like we've had this conversation. I like my description, and I think it's more accurate with like the Chinese New Year, the lunar. Right. What are they called?
Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
Those signs more than like astrology signs.
Okay, well.
Or is astrology Greek?
Yes.
Okay, in origin. So I like the lunar astrology more than the Greek astrology.
Gemini astrology.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm wording those things properly.
Geminis, so if you're a cusp, Geminis are flexible, extroverted, and clever, and there's never a boring moment while they're around. Their flaws include indecisiveness, impulsivity. I say that? Impulsivity.
You're on your own. Let's hear it.
No, I don't do good with words like
what
that.
What is no?
Impulsivity.
Let's hear it. Carla Marie?
Impulsive.
I think you can do it.
They're impulsive.
Oh, okay.
Unreliable and nosy. Nosy.
I mean, other than having a big nose, I am not a nosy person.
How do you say impulsivity? Impulsivity. 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 Impulsivity.
You're
right?
saying you're still kind of saying it wrong. People are now spelling it for you phonetically.
No, but that's not. So Nolly, that is literally not what it says.
What?
You say it.
Impulsivity.
Impulsivity.
Yeah.
I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
You did. Let's see. Soira in Central Jersey, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you.
Impulsivity. Man, I guess I'm never going to be a
So
voice
I don't think I
actor.
actually fit really any of the Gemini things.
No. So you're a true
Like
Cancer.
I'm not an impulsive person in general. Like I am spontaneous, but I'm not impulsive. I think those are different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm willing to take a spontaneous trip and do spontaneous things. I think impulsive normally combines spontaneous with some sort of bad decision making.
Yes. Cancer men are soft, nurturing, loving, and caring for the ones they deeply care for. You may be uniquely in touch with your emotions. No. You are able to handle roles that your counterparts will be utterly lost in, like love, romance, and parenting.
Yeah, that's me.
You are chivalrous, but are deeply sensitive and easily wounded.
Yeah, sure. Again, I still think I go with the Chinese zodiac. Is that what Lenny? Is that, did I say it right? Yeah, Chinese zodiac. According to Lenny, for the record.
This
So if you're mad at me, blame him.
Pisces people are known for being emotionally sensitive, gracious, and emotionally aware. The emotions in there twice.
Yeah. Double emotion?
Yeah.
I'd give that to you. What else is on there?
Pisces characters are regarded for being among the most sympathetic of the zodiac signs, and they will go to great lengths to ensure the happiness of those around them. They're also creative and imaginative. Yeah, because I'm very sympathetic to cats.
It said people. It literally said people around them, not beings or animals or creatures.
10 characteristics of Pisces. Intuitive? Yes. A Pisces listens to their gut before making most of their decisions.
You do. Hold on, go. But what was the first word?
Intuitive. No, I will literally be like, my gut is signaling something.
Yeah, but you've also been wrong a lot with your gut. There are a lot of people. Okay, in the workplace you have been, and you've admitted that in the past.
No, but it's not like that anymore. When meeting people,
Yeah,
I've honed in on that trait, and it's good now.
When did that work itself out?
A few years ago.
When?
I don't know why you're looking at me.
Well, mainly because we got into a situation where there were hiring decisions to be made. And oftentimes we went with Carla Marie's choice. And then within a year or so, Carla Marie would come back and be like, I think I made the wrong choice. My gut was wrong.
Okay, no, that was not my gut. That was just people.
What are you talking about?
It also says Pisces are unselfish, and I can't.
No, you're super selfish.
I'm not selfish in like where I ruin everyone else's life by being selfish. I am awareingly selfish in that I put myself first because I just don't want to deal with people.
Yeah, it's called selfish.
But I'm not like rude to people.
I don't think you have to be rude to be selfish. You can just be selfish.
When I think of unselfish, I think of parents.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to define selfish by what unselfish means, if that makes sense. I think you could just say you are selfish.
Wise.
Next.
Imaginative.
Next. What?
I have a great imagination. I won the lottery in my head the other day.
Yeah, like every single human in the world.
Compassionate. Romantic.
I would say you're compassionate. I would say you're romantic.
Adaptable.
I don't think you're actually that adaptable.
Open-minded.
I would say you're open-minded.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, when I say you're selfish and not adaptable, okay, I'm not selfish. I don't necessarily think
I'm not unselfish.
Yeah, in your definition, you're not unselfish. I don't think either of those are necessarily negative. I know they sound negative.
Right.
They're just not your traits. Those aren't things that you do. You are not an adaptable person.
Yeah, but I moved across the country and fit in like I lived here forever. I adapted. Better than you did.
I don't know about that. What? I don't know what you're... It's easier for girls to make friends, and you wouldn't have made those friends if I didn't stay in touch with them, so... Yes or no? Explain. Explain yourself.
No, I wasn't talking about friends.
Okay. Let's see. Intuition is a deep-rooted vibe. This is from Christian Nicole. But it's also similar to anxiety or fear.
Yeah.
So it's a learning process. All right.
We're going to have to get an astrologist on the show.
Oh, hold on. Coconut Love said, Coconut Love 7S, is that what that says? 75? Okay, so here it goes. Aries is March 21st to April 19th. Okay. Then you've got Taurus until May 20th. Then Gemini.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Why?
Oh, April 19th.
Then you've got Gemini that kicks off on May 21st. Cancer kicks off on June 21st. And then you've got Leo on July 22nd. So, yeah, I most likely would have been, on July 23rd. I most likely would have been a Leo if I was, full term? Is that what you call a baby? Like the babies that do it right?
Yeah, but you also could have been after Leo.
No, because Leo starts on July 23rd.
Okay,
I wasn't going to go to August.
No, yeah, now I get it.
I'm late to everything, but I wasn't going to be that late.
I get it. Never mind. So what was your due date? You were how many weeks early?
5?
Or 3?
5. 5 weeks, 5 pounds. That was me.
Damn.
And I know that because I was literally in Detroit this past weekend, and everyone was talking about like what weights babies were and stuff with my cousins. I don't know how that came up.
You were literally like I remember when Erica and
yeah, my mom said I would like basically fit into the palm of her hand. I was like a little tiny, and she would call me ugly all the time. I was an ugly baby.
And now you're getting all these compliments at the gym about how big you are. Did you ever think when you were the little guy?
I didn't, but you know what? I put in a lot of work. Thanks to my coaches, thanks to my support system. Now I get complimented at the gym. Yesterday, actually, I was telling Carla Marie.
That's why.
Yesterday, someone who I speak to pretty often at the gym when I go at night, he saw me and I was wearing my Under Armour, the Project Rock tank top, which is like a very deep frat cut. Like I've got to make sure my nipples aren't out from time to time. And he did one of these things. He like looked at me and went like this, which is like the, wow, you're getting really big sign. And then he came over and we were talking about it. And I was just, I wanted to end the conversation so many times. He was just kept being like, man, you got like really big, really fast. And I was like, what are you eating, like 800 grams of protein every day? And I was like, I mean, close to it. And just started talking about that. He's like, you're not even like fat or anything. And I was like, I mean, I've gained a little bit of weight. I don't know. Just get me out of this conversation. But it was very complimentary and I appreciate it.
So like, what do I have to do to get shredded?
I don't know, work out a lot.
Yeah, but like, I don't understand how many hours I would have to work out.
It's not, I don't think you have to put in that many hours. It's all, and this is.
But I get tired. My body gets tired.
Yes.
I don't want to hurt myself.
It's all about making sure you are figuring out what, first you have to have a goal, right? If you don't have your actual goal, then you're not really going to be guided in any one way. So my goal was always the numbers of the amount of weight that I'm pushing. I'm always trying to push that number higher.
All right,
However,
so my goal is to use 30-pound dumbbells.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because that means I'm stronger.
Okay. We are, I think, planning a You Look Great challenge, but
You know it would have had to start tomorrow to be done for Memorial Day.
no, I thought I had to start next week.
No, tomorrow.
Anyway, it just depends on what your goal is. You find your goal, and then you map out a plan to that goal. And you've got to give it like, I'd say 7 to 10 weeks.
You say months.
No.
I can do 7 to 10 weeks.
Yeah. That's it. It's all about planning. If you have a framework, you can do anything. And I was actually talking to my cousin Paul about this, like the ways some of our family members think compared to the way others do. Some of us are very free thinking, and like you can tackle a problem without any sort of like mapping it out or framework. Whereas my cousin Paul and I need to sit down and map out what the problem is, our plan of action. And then once we do that, like there isn't a problem that we won't face, but we have to do it with some sort of framework. And it's why I got made fun of forever in radio, because I would have spreadsheets for everything.
Spreadsheets for days.
Spreadsheets and goals and run of show and all of those things. I enjoy making those because it makes my life easier in terms of trying to tackle different problems. Like the newest problem I have to tackle is all of the things that we have to get done before we fly out to LA tomorrow. And with that said, we've got to get out of here because we've got to record another game with some special guests.
We do. They'll be on next week.
Yeah. And this is for all the Seattle people. I mean, everyone's going to hear it, but we are doing Seattle Week next week. So everyone that we have on the show.
Like on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Except we're already in Seattle, so we don't have to travel there. And all of the people who we're having on the show, on the podcast, are somehow related to the city of Seattle, and we will explain each of them every single day. So we got some TV people, some radio people, some athletes, all going to be represented on the Morning Show podcast next week. So we've got to record one of those in about 15 minutes.
Jr. is going to be really good at 2 seconds.
Yeah, Ken Griffey versus Macklemore is going to be a big one.
Do you think Macklemore would know his own song?
Do I think? Yeah, I think he's heard it enough.
In a cover lover?
Yeah, I think he would. Because I'm sure people would always send it. Like when he first got big, I think people were like sending him, look at this YouTube channel did a cover of your song.
Okay, also, I guess we can save it till Thursday. We have something to discuss about the family Disney trip coming up.
All right, we'll do that on Thursday. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Thank you for the support and getting us through Hype Train Level 5 for the 17th day in a row. That is pretty damn impressive. If we get to 21 days, I'm going to be shocked. Three full weeks.
That'd be not, well,
It'd be more. It would take more than 3 weeks because we don't do 5 or 7 shows a week. But the fact that we had 21 days straight, that'd be impressive. So we will be back on Thursday. Thank you, Renee, for the subscription. Appreciate you subscribing with Prime for 19 months.
Oh, and happy birthday, Iowa State alum. That's all that comes.
All right, thank you very much for hanging with us. We will see you on Thursday.
Peace out.
Later.